Microsoft's new CLI tool for Windows app developers and the new PowerToys release. This and more in this episode of Developer News for the calendar week 4. PowerToys version 0.97 is here. The command palette has a new personalization page in its settings where you can add a background image and tint it, or choose a background color. In the extension settings, you can now reorder the fallback ranking to set in which order the search results will appear.
Hi, it's Nara directly from cutting the video. There are two things I forgot to mention while recording the video. You can now use PowerToys Peek directly from command palette to preview a file. And there's a new cursor wrap utility that enables you to wrap your mouse cursor, so when you go on top, the cursor appears at the bottom, from left to right, and also vice versa.
Furthermore, more options to control the PowerToys via the command line were added. For example, with FancyZone CLI.exe, you can set your layouts programmatically. Microsoft announced a new CLI tool called winapp, short for Windows App Development CLI. This tool helps developers setting up and starting with developing a new Windows app. Winapp init initializes a new project. The restore command restores all needed packages according to your configuration, and the pack command creates an app package. These three commands absolutely make everything easier in my opinion. There are also other commands which are detailed in the documentation, which is with everything else linked in the description. This new CLI tool is open source and available under the MIT license on GitHub. The GitHub CLI now supports the ghcopilot command, which upon execution installs the GitHub Copilot CLI without the need of third-party installers or downloading it from the website. Pretty neat in my opinion. The 1v-CPU Linux runner is now generally available for GitHub Actions. These are lower cost runners that can use up to 5 GB of RAM. These can be used for actions like labeling issues or linting code or other small cost operations. GitHub announced faster loading of GitHub issues. In their changelog post, they announced they want GitHub issues to feel almost instant. 35% of issues, according to GitHub, are already loading under 200 milliseconds. The public preview for the new files change tab in GitHub pull requests is now on by default. You can still switch back if there are features that you are missing. JetBrains SQL library for Kotlin exposed hit 1.0 release. In contrast to the preview, it comes with support for R2DBC, which according to JetBrains was a feature highly requested by the community. The 2026.1 early access preview of JetBrains Writer started. It comes with the Azure DevOps plugin now bundled and a new .NET Disassembler plugin as well. That's all it is for this week. Leave a like if you liked the video and subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode, and goodbye.